Co-powered by Aditya Birla Finance Limited. Co-powered by Amrita Vishwa Vidyapeetham, BTech 2021 applications open.
What inspires us has to be unique, right?
Kia, movement that inspires.
Thanks for staying with us on this special broadcast on COVID and COVID challenges. Viewers, now more than one state have raised the issue of limited availability of vaccine doses. And as we look at stepping up our vaccination drive more and more, this is fast becoming the biggest talking point. It's now converted into a states versus center battle, where at least 6 states have written to the center on a possible vaccine shortage. Maharashtra Health Minister said that the vaccine stock that Maharashtra has left is only for 3 odd days. It's about 7 lakh vaccine doses that they have left, and they need a lot more, and they definitely need more than 1 crore and 1.5 crore doses for the worsted districts. When in a country like India's, if 8 out of 10 worsted districts are in Maharashtra, then they obviously need to ramp up their vaccination apart from several other steps that they have to take. But Maharashtra is not the only one. There are many more states. Andhra Pradesh, where in fact in 2 specific districts, they say they've run out of stock. And in many more, they may run out of stock by tomorrow. So the government has asked for 1 crore more doses from the central government. This is as of today. Andhra Pradesh has raised the alarm bell. Chhattisgarh says they only have 2 lakh vaccine doses left. This is as of April 5th, and I'm going to get you an update in just a bit from now. Telangana says we only have stock left for 3 days, and this was as of April 5th. They're yet to get fresh stocks. There is no update on that. Odisha again has pointed out that they have limited stocks left. Haryana, 5 lakh doses left. We need a lot more, especially when it comes to Covishield doses. So clearly, more and more states are now making this a big issue with the center. But the center says there is no vaccine shortage. The center, in fact, has turned around and said, well, Maharashtra is only trying to detract and distract and cover up its own failures. We're going to get to that in just a bit. But right now, joining me is the Health Minister of Chhattisgarh, Mr. T.S. Deo. Thank you so much, Mr. Deo, for speaking with me. Let me first start off with the vaccine controversy. Can you give us a sense of what is the stock available with your state right now, and what have you sought from the center?
We have sought, thank you in fact for allowing me to be with you on the channel today and sharing time with you and the viewers. The issue is about a planned vaccination drive. We should be in a position to tell our people in the state that so many people will be vaccinated on this particular day. And when a message is circulated by the government of India or its representatives that there is no shortage of vaccine, then if the capacity for Chhattisgarh is, suppose we can vaccinate up to 4 lakh people a day, then questions would be asked by us, by the people of Chhattisgarh as to why are you not vaccinating? You can vaccinate up to 4 lakh. The government of India is saying that there is no shortage of vaccine. So what are you doing? So when you make statements like this from the at the level of the government of India, then everybody gets involved and we are put to task. We are questioned about our efficiency and our capacity to deliver. Whereas the fact of the matter is that in fact the production of vaccines is limited. I was on another channel today, earlier in the evening at about 4 o'clock, and there the channel lead was giving me to understand that the production of Covaxin and Covishield is about 24 lakh vaccines in a day. Now, if it is 24 lakh vaccines in a day in the country, and Chhattisgarh itself can vaccinate up to 4 lakhs, then certainly there is a deficiency in vaccine supply compared to what is the optimum capacity to vaccinate for a particular state. So this is what should be clarified, that we should be upfront and we should be able to say upfront that this is the capacity for vaccine production in our country. And of this, which if it is 24 lakhs a day, it would be about, let us say, 7 crore 20 lakhs in a month. Let us say 7 crore vaccines in a month. Then this is what is available with us today. That is why we are prioritizing age group wise and comorbidity wise, etc. First 60 plus, then 45 plus comorbid, then all above 45, and then we'll come down. Why? Because there is a limitation. So why say there is no shortage of vaccine?
Mr. Deo,
Say that this is the program. This is the program we'll give you, and in ensuring that we will make this much available, there is no shortage. So don't say no shortage, please. Say that this is what we'll make available, and please ensure that you vaccinate as the capacity you have indicated.
well, you're absolutely right. We are manufacturing between Serum Institute and Bharat Biotech. The amount that we are manufacturing does come to about 25 lakh maybe per day. We are hoping to clock 50 lakh vaccination per day, which is where the disconnect is. But let me ask you what the center has said in your response to it. Dr. Harshvardhan has written a detailed letter, and it's largely targeting Maharashtra, but it also talks about Chhattisgarh. And Dr. Harshvardhan says that it is your state which has refused to even take up Covaxin and even use Covaxin at all. All of those talks allotted are still lying unused. So while you are actually failing in containing the spread in your state, why are you distracting by raising this issue of vaccination? You're not even using Covaxin.
Tanvi, what Dr. Harshvardhan ji has said is partly right and partly wrong. Partly right in that I had made a public statement with which I still stand, or to which I still stand answerable, that any vaccine, let it be Covaxin or any other vaccine, if you have a protocol, internationally accepted protocol of phase 1, phase 2, phase 3 trials, and then further presentation on the portals and peer reviews, and then it's being made available for public use, then we should stick to that. Why are we introducing a vaccine which needs to be administered to the people under clinical trial mode? And why did even the Prime Minister have to sign a form while he was taking that vaccine? So what we were doing, in fact, was being participants in the trial for the company manufacturing Covaxin. Is that proper? That is the issue I had raised. For me, it was a real and a moral issue. For me, it was an issue which we must not ever skirt. Either declare that this is all eyewash. You don't need to have phase 1, phase 2, phase 3 trials, and you don't need to upload data on portals, and you don't need peer reviews. The experts will just tell us that no, you can take this vaccine, and that is the end of the matter. Then there is no issue. Because that was so, I had taken that stand that in Chhattisgarh, till the phase 3 trial reports are out, we will restrain from using Covaxin. Then later the government of India removed the clinical trial mode provision, and they said that no, we are removing the clinical trial provision. So then when people in the state started asking for Covaxin, we said that okay, now it is not part of a trial, so to say. You know what is the situation, those who want to use, and how many vaccines they have provided Covaxin? 72,000. So after we have started using Covaxin, and after that data has been there, Covaxin has not been provided. That's another issue. That's a secondary issue entirely. Whatever vaccines had been provided to us, Chhattisgarh was among the leading states in percentage of vaccination of targeted groups. We were number 3, 4 or 5. In terms of cumulative tests per million, Dr. Saab has questioned, we are above the national average. The national average is 1,93,415. Chhattisgarh is 2,02,985. So it doesn't gel. I'm surprised.
He's also questioned your testing rate, saying you're just doing larger number of antigen tests to show bigger numbers, but that doesn't help.
Tanvi, it is just a matter of a 9% differentiation. And just yesterday, I'm very surprised that yesterday we had a meeting over the conferencing, video conferencing.
Yes.
And he was appreciative and he was encouraging They were saying, okay, you are doing this. We said we are putting in RT-PCR labs. We've given it to private players also now, and we are taking these steps. From 70% rapid antigen tests, we have come down to 59%, and you are yourself allowing, 59%. You are yourself allowing 30%. He himself said in the interview, no, we are not saying zero. You continue to use that. And we stressed also that we will be continuing to use a certain percentage. So we are not very far from that. We are approaching that. And once our new vaccination labs, which we have installed on behalf of the government, 4 new labs they come in, that will fill in the gap. 5 new labs we have again decided to go in for. They will fill in the gap. So knowing that, I am very surprised that an erudite person like Dr. Harshvardhan should come up with a statement like this.
Well, I had many more questions on the work that you're doing, but I'm afraid we're a little short on time today. I really appreciate, Mr. Deo, you taking the time out to joining us here on Mirror Now and taking our questions. We hope you get the vaccines you need to protect the people of Chhattisgarh.
Thank you, Tanvi.
Well, let's continue this conversation and talk about this whole state versus center, and is all of this happening because states are not able to do their own job and now crying foul about vaccines, or because we don't really have enough vaccines and the center is now just crying conspiracy by the states? So let's say good evening to Charu Pragya of the BJP, Clyde Craster of the NCP, and Ravichandran Reddy of the YSRCP joining me right now. Let me actually go first across to Ravichandran Reddy. Mr. Reddy, what is the vaccine dose availability situation in your state, and what have you sought from the center?
Pro rata basis, the central government is issuing according to the population and the districts are actually having in those states. Now that pro rata basis only in Andhra Pradesh also vaccine is available. Nothing more. We are not getting any less or more. So there is nothing else to discuss about that vaccine percentage, what actually been supplied.
So you are saying that you are able to vaccinate more, Mr. Reddy?
About Andhra Pradesh.
Yes. And you're not getting enough doses from the center. What is the response from the center since you've sought over 1 crore doses?
Actually, we set a target to give vaccination for 1 crore people within short time, within 45 days or to 1 month. Because the COVID danger bell is alarming and the second wave is running in India. Even now we are getting 1 lakh cases plus per day. So it is an alarming situation. So we are on war path. We want to give vaccination. In Andhra Pradesh, we are not collecting any money. No 150 rupees or 250 rupees. In village clinics and village secretariats, we are providing vaccination free of cost. And the age limit of 45 plus has to be removed. Aadhaar linking, why center has been insisted? So many people 45 plus who are actually having 45 plus, they are not interested to come and get vaccination. And more people of the youth now in second wave, even children are getting COVID. Why we cannot protect with the vaccine who actually want to get the vaccination? Why you are giving the barricades? Because vaccination is short and you want to export to other countries. You cannot restrict the interests of the people of India.
Okay,
this is not correct.
Let me take that across to Charu Pragya. Charu Pragya, when people of your own country need it, when your own working population needs it, why are we exporting more, not producing enough, and finding solutions to getting more vaccines rather than attacking the states instead?
And when we talk about export of vaccines, we need to remember that out of 195 countries in the world, only 5 of these countries are producing vaccine. And we are under an agreement. There is a cooperation which has been formed globally. And we are supposed to help out the nations across the world. But that being said, there is no shortage of vaccine in India for Indians. The government has ensured that. The people who are asking for vaccination for all today, I want to ask them, have you ensured that every single person who's a frontline worker, who's a healthcare worker, or who's above the age of 45 today has already been vaccinated? Because I already see the... Another thing is all the states which are demanding for vaccination for all are states who have managed to vaccinate 25% of their senior citizens. I have the data for Maharashtra in front of me. I have data for Delhi in front of me. 25%, 30% of vaccination of senior citizens has been done.
But
Now,
that is exactly the point, Charu. They want more doses. But that is exactly the point. They want more doses.
So
that's
since you have
what
so
I'm
much
saying.
knowledge and some
Doses, the number of doses that they have been asked for has been given to them. The point is they're not able to amp up their vaccination. And once they are done with a particular phase, they can move on to the next one. Asking for vaccination for all today is not going to help the country. We are following norms which have been recommended by WHO. We are following norms which have been decided to be the best ones for this country. The government is very minute monitoring the situation. We have actually of America now to become the country which is administrating vaccines at the fastest rate in the world.
No, okay. Clyde Craster wants to respond to you because, Clyde, you must. Today, the Central Health Minister has called your government the Vasuli government, who was so busy doing Vasuli that you forgot to take control of COVID, and now you're distracting everybody with vaccine demand.
vaccine demands. Okay, well, whatever you can call and whatever they can call, that's a different story altogether. I mean, the BJP spokesperson had all the details in front of her. Why don't she give details about Gujarat and Madhya Pradesh and all the other states? We are part of the same country. Now, the fact of the matter is, we talk about Maharashtra. You wake up in the morning and we punna Maharashtra baddal bolna. We punna yin. That's all they keep saying all the time. My point here is, ICMR data, what does it say? Maharashtra is the highest rate of vaccination in Maharashtra. More than 8 million people have been inoculated. We are covering more than 4.5 million people in Maharashtra. We've asked for more, 1.5 crore of extra doses in Maharashtra so that we have the capacity to go up to 6 lakh people in Maharashtra. We are falling short. 15 lakh doses in the next 3 days. We want 40 lakh doses. If there's a shortage of doses, then why are you not giving it to us? I mean, you can go out. I was listening to Mr. Dev so carefully. He said Dr. Harshvardhan talks nicely while he's talking one-on-one, and then he goes and takes a press conference, says completely different. That's the whole point here. And you're talking about only 5-6 countries are making doses, and we are bound under this and we are bound under that. You're morally bound to take care of your own people first. We are morally bound as human beings to take care of other countries, yes, but what about your own people? And you're talking about ours is a huge country, tiny country. You tell me something. COVID, the vaccination doses to places like West Indies, Vivian Richard comes and says, thank you very much. It's a tiny country. There are less population. Less people are having COVID there. You have a country that why don't you keep it for ourselves? You're sending to places where personalities will come and say, thank you. That's what we want to do. I mean, just yesterday, same BJP spokesman was saying we are politicizing. While saying that she's politicizing the whole thing. My point is very simple. We are asked if we were not doing enough doses, if we were not inoculating enough people, why is the ICMR giving data that Maharashtra is the #1 state in the country that's inoculating more than 8 million people? Why is it giving data that we have inoculated 4.5 lakh people in Maharashtra? These are ICMR data. These are government data. So if you say that we are not doing enough, then what is your data? Can I answer that question?
Yes, Charu Pragya.
Okay, first of all, it's very convenient for you to come here and question
Tanvi, I want to talk one thing.
Yeah, Mr. Reddy, I'm coming to you next. Let BJP respond to this. I'm coming to you next. Yeah.
You and the health minister.
I can't hear anybody. I can't understand anybody. Yeah, Charu Pragya, what are you saying?
Yeah, but I'll request Clyde to not speak for me. His name is not Charu. It's my turn to speak. I listen to him patiently, whatever he says. Now I'm asking you again. You have vaccinated just 25% senior citizens in the state of Maharashtra. I'm actually from Maharashtra. So when you are not even managing people who can be beneficiaries today,
Okay, we seem to have lost that line. There is a freeze there. Meanwhile, Mr. Reddy, go ahead and ask your question, and then we can get a response for both.
Tanvi, Modi ji said that India first and nation first. How you can obstruct the interest of the people of India? Simple thing I am asking. How you can restrict people for 45 plus only get vaccine? and the entire 45 plus people are not very much ready to take vaccine. At that time, what the government of India has to insist, who actually want vaccination, they have to be freely provided. Why the age restriction has been induced? Can the central government stop COVID by not getting the age limit below 45? People are not going to get COVID. How do you protect? How do you protect their interests? I am asking straight to central government and ICMR and whoever the health minister means,
So,
Mr.
Mr.
Harshvardhan
Reddy,
also.
I
am
agree,
questioning
this
is not correct approach.
Okay,
You want to save more vaccines to export. 5 countries producing vaccines out of 195 means you cannot export for every country.
Okay.
You give first priority to India 75%. You export only 25%.
Well, the exports have any which has gone down now after we've exported 6.5 crore vaccine doses. We've now kind of stepped back on it. So now let's talk about what happens in India. Now, do we have enough doses? Doesn't look like we have enough doses right now to open it up. 1 minute. I got your point.
Even 10% of the people are not being vaccinated.
Okay, Mr. Reddy. Now, Mr. Reddy, calm down. Let me get a response. There is no point in you going on and on if the other side doesn't get to respond to what you're saying. So Charu Pragya needs to respond to that. Charu, isn't it true? There is no point in opening it up to more people because we don't have the doses right now. Is that what it is?
See, Tanvi, everything was planned out in a disciplined manner, and our health minister has repeated himself today saying that there is no shortage of vaccines. Any state which requires additional vaccines will be supplied with these vaccines, but the existing vaccines have to be utilized to the best of their abilities. We have to make sure that we reach the frontline workers, the healthcare workers, and every citizen who's above the age of 45 years. Also, we have to plug vaccine wastage. Many states have got tremendous vaccine wastage, and we have to make sure plug that. At the same time, we have to go back and make sure COVID protocol is being followed. Focus has to be on where the citizens require it. You just cannot come on television or write letters to the government pointing fingers and not helpful. See, there is scientific data available. The vaccines are going to be made available to every single citizen who needs it. And the health ministry has clearly said that vaccination is for those who need it, not for those who want it. Let's follow the experts' advice. Let's have faith in our system. Let's have faith in our leadership.
Well, I am completely out of time. I'm sorry, Clyde. I've run out of time. 30 seconds. Okay, 30 seconds to you.
No, quickly, I'll tell you. Quickly, right. The BJP spokesperson kept on saying that, not enough senior citizens are given vaccination. They should do this, do that. It's easy for them to say. But let me tell you one thing. There are so many senior citizens who cannot step out of their house. They are bedridden. That's what our chief minister has been writing. We've been writing that allow us to do a door-to-door inoculation of senior citizens because they cannot step out. But just because we ask, they say no, they're not giving us permission. That's the whole point here. It's convenient for them to say that this is not being done, that is not being done. The convenient.
Okay. All right. Point well made. The point about the senior citizens. Yes, it is true for states like Maharashtra, Punjab, and Delhi. The vaccination for the eligible beneficiaries has been subpar. But while we try and convince those to come out and get the vaccine, we have to see the people who are outside, who are equally vulnerable, who have comorbidities, but still have to go to work every single day, who may need this vaccine. Now, if it is a simple mathematical problem where we don't have enough right now, we need to manufacture a lot more, then let us admit it and stop this political war. 6 states from Maharashtra to Chhattisgarh, Andhra, Telangana, Odisha, Haryana have all said they need a lot more vaccines. Delhi has sought a lot more vaccines because they want to open it up to more people. They've opened overnight 24/7 vaccine centers. Now, all of this will only function provided we have the doses. But for no state can this become the only solution. For no state can this be your only answer without contact tracing, surveillance, high amount of testing, implementation of the COVID protocols on ground, penalizing the violators. You cannot not do any of that and then turn around and use the vaccine as an excuse to cry foul and as an excuse for the high number of cases in your state. It has to be a balance of both. Out of time on this conversation. Don't go anywhere. The special broadcast continues. Lots more on the other side. Stay with me.